This tablet, I hold it with two hands, and every time I hold it, it reminds me of WWE. You know, when you get the chair out and you like smash someone. That's what it reminds me of. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex, and in today's video we are checking out the Touch K10 tablet. So the tablet, it's basically a 10-inch screen. It's got quad-core CPU. It's got the same CPU as the Amazon Fire HD 7 and 8, so something to think about. Got dual cameras. I don't think they'll be any good because they're only 2 megapixels each. Wi-Fi, IPS panel. It's working on the Android, and I believe it's the 8.1, but we could check that later. Storage, it's got 2 GB RAM and 16 GB of storage, which isn't that great, to be honest, in 2019, coming up to 2020. Resolution, that kind of puts it off as well. It's only got 800 x 1280, so you can't go any higher. When you're watching videos, you can't go higher than 720p, but I think 720p is okay for a tablet. And then you've got your cameras 2x2, 5000 milliamp battery. So on a 10-inch, we'll see if that's any good. So what I'll do is I'll open it up now. So here's the tablet. Let's get it out the sleeve. Let's take the screen protector off. Right, so the tablet. First things first, I'm going to be open and tell you that I've already opened this up and had to play around with it and installed my Google account and a few apps. So that's why you can see all the fingerprints in there, but I had to do that so that it saves me time and gets me already prepared for this video. So let's get straight into it. Let's have a look around the tablet. So at the top here you got your 2 megapixel camera, so it's not anything fancy. But we'll check that out, see if it's any good. You've got another camera at the back here, and I think there's a little flashlight here as well. You've got your 2 speakers here. You've got this little slot here that opens up, and then you put your micro SD card here to expand the memory. You've got your mini HDMI port here, and you've got your micro USB charging port here. On the side you've got your headphone jack, which is quite nice to see because most smartphones don't have this anymore. Everything's all wireless now. You've got your volume rocker here, and you've got your power button here. Okay, so the tablet's powered up, and on first glance the screen looks pretty decent. I mean, even though it's 720, it's not very you can't tell just looking at the screen. So at the moment it's running on 8.1, which is not the latest version, but it's okay for tablets. I mean, I'm going to be using this tablet for just general browsing and watching videos, etc. So I don't need anything powerful and fancy. People that use Antutu, this is what I'm getting, so just under 50,000, which is again very poor. If I go into the rankings and show you the latest smartphones, what they're ranking at, you'll see that this tablet is nowhere near the, so you can see that nearly 500,000, so this is like 10 times weaker than the latest, strongest smartphones at the moment, ROG Phone 2. Many of you haven't heard this phone, but this is a pretty powerful gaming smartphone. You've got all these other ones here. You've got your Samsung at the 9th place. Mostly the Chinese ones are dominating, which is quite normal these days. So let me see, my phone that I'm using at the moment is ranking, it's not there, it's Mi 8, I've got the Mi 8, and it's ranking 33, which is not bad because the phone's like 2 years old, and I'm going to be upgrading soon to the latest Mi 10. So at the moment they got the Mi 9, which is ranking at 15, which isn't bad. So what I'm going to do is quickly play a YouTube video so you can see the quality of it, of the screen, and also the speakers. Now the speaker isn't that great, so I'm going to be warning you here. From here, it's okay when you put it down flat because the speakers are pointing down. They're here, down there. So on the table, it's kind of like hitting the table and it's going everywhere, but when you hold it, it's pretty weak, even with the volume up. It just gets pretty tinny, so yeah, it's not that great, but I'm not sure from the screen if you guys can tell, but it's pretty decent. I'll put the volume down. So yeah, you've got 720 being the max because it doesn't go any higher than that. Man like Salah though. What I'm going to do now is launch PUBG, because I know many of you guys are a big PUBG fan. Personally myself, I don't really play games these days, so I don't care about gaming these days, but with gaming you can tell how good a laptop or smartphone is if you start playing it and it's not lagging, etc. So if it's able to handle PUBG, I kind of know that that is the baseline, and that's what I should be, you know, looking for in a tablet. If it's able to handle it, handle the graphics, handle the gaming aspects of it. So let's see how it fares launching PUBG and having a quick look. So what I'm going to do is come back to it once I've started. Right, so I'm in the lobby basically, and I've set everything up to the lowest settings. Let me just zoom in for a second. I'll put everything to the lowest setting, and it's alright. It's not that bad. I mean, it's lagging a little bit, but I think it's still playable, kind of. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like, let's have a look around the screen. Look, it's alright. It gets the job done. So what I'll do is, the game's about to start, and I have no idea what I'm doing because I haven't played this in a long time, but at the moment it's faring quite well in terms of able to handle the graphics and the frame rate. But what I've done is I put everything to lowest settings, so then it doesn't lag as much, but it's still able to handle it, which is pretty good. I thought this tablet wouldn't be able to handle it because the specs are pretty mediocre. I mean, it's got a 2 gigabyte RAM, and then the CPU isn't that great, but it's doing alright. So just go somewhere, I don't know, let's go all the way down. Let's have a look around. So yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's still playable. Look, it's still able to have a good look around without it lagging too much, and I'm able to still control it without, you know, finding it too difficult. Let's find a gun and see what's what. Alright, I've got a gun. Alright, let's find someone. I'll probably get killed straight away, but alright, there's no one around here, so what I'll do is I'm going to stop the video here. Well, stop the game here. There's a couple more things that I wanted to talk about this tablet. Firstly, camera. So it's got the 2 cameras, and I didn't include those in the video because they're pretty weak, so there's no point even including those or even showing them to you, because it seems like the camera was like, you know, those flip cameras I used to have back in the days. Not even flip cameras, those Nokia phones that first came out with the VGA cameras. That's what it basically looks like, so there's no even point showing that to you. And then I want to talk to you about the battery life. The battery life has been pretty decent. I've been using it for a week now, and I've been using it to watch YouTube videos and just generally browsing the web, and it's been holding up pretty well. I've been using my headphones and using the Bluetooth connection to listen to the audio on the YouTube, and even with the Bluetooth turned on and the big screen that it has, the battery has been pretty good. So my final thoughts and opinion on the Dragon Touch K10. I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, I can get basic gaming out of it, which I probably won't do, but it gives me that benchmark and gives me that confidence that it can handle that. I can browse the internet on it, I can watch YouTube videos, the battery's pretty good, it's got a good screen. The only downfall is the cameras is pretty weak, and also the speakers, but I'm not too concerned about that because I'm not going to be using the cameras, and also I'm not going to be using the speakers because I'll be connecting my headphones onto it, so I'm not overly disappointed at those. But £110, I can definitely recommend this tablet. So that's my thoughts. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.